She's saying in Arabic, would you like to play? Please join us. All right? So, by raising your hands, which ad do you like? If you like the US, raise your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay. 6. If you like the one from KSA, all right. More. Perfect. So again, if we look at the numbers, if you can see the numbers very quickly, motivation to succeed in the US, they have a score of 62. In KSA, it's 43. When it comes to individualism, US is more individualistic. They only care about their own success, regardless of other people's success. If you remember, he said that what's mine is mine, what's yours is mine. They don't care about other people. But in Saudi Arabia, individualism is 48, which means they are more collectivist. They care about other people. It's not about who's better. It is just a matter of differences between cultures. So when Nike wanted to do an ad in the US, the style of the message was very aggressive. They wanted to show people you have to succeed, you have to be strong, okay? And the slogan, winning isn't for everyone. And that's why the tone was very competitive. On the other hand, in Saudi Arabia, they're more collectivist, they care about other people winning. So the message was, what if you can? What if we can help you out to succeed? And that's why the tone was very respectful, and it's about group-oriented. Let's see another example. So this ad has been displayed in Germany, as you can see, like father, like son. A son was competing directly with his father. Both of them are former athletes, by the way. So we can just quickly see a few seconds from that ad. Jose Mourinho. I will just skip that part, but as you can already see, in Germany, the power distance is 35. 35, it means that people do not care about people in authority. We're all equal. We can challenge each other. And that's why the father and son are competing together. And there is very high motivation to succeed. And when they did the ad, they are provoking the feeling that you would like to succeed. You are in a competition with someone, and they're playing on that part. On the other hand, in Portugal, there is high power distance, which means that people respect their coaches, and that's what they were playing at, the speech itself. They had low motivation toward achievement, and they only rely on their head figures to get the motivation. So the Heineken ad in Germany, the idea is that it's a very competitive country. People are competing with each other. At the same time, they don't care about people in authority. So they made a father and son compete together in the ad. On the other hand, in Portugal, there is no that part about power distance. There is respect, and that's why there is one leader giving a speech. So you can see how the different messages can be done on the same exact product. So what we can understand from that is that Germany, they're more competitive. You show an ad that's more competitive to people. The other one shows collectivist identity that you look for a role model in the country. How does it affect sports marketing in Hofstede? You have 4 considerations. First of all, you need to see what is the message, what you would like to deliver to people, and how you will deliver it at the same time. So you need to look for the culture, every dimension, and how you can shape the message. You should not take an ad in Kenya and copy the ad and paste it in the US and expect it to work. You have to see the cultural consideration. Kenya, for example, it can work, the ad itself, in Kenya and the neighboring countries, like Uganda and Tanzania. It can work because they share similar cultures. You can also see, like, because they are the countries around Victoria Lake, they share the same identity, same culture, and that's why it may work. There are some individual differences, but usually the idea it will work. To make it easier, for Arab countries, they share similar identities. You can still do the same ad everywhere. Nordic countries, you can see here in the numbers how they, on Hofstede cultural dimensions, you can see it's almost exactly same countries. But I don't want you to get the idea that countries that are closer together share the same culture. Because in the Anglo-Saxon countries that speak English as native language, we have Canada, US, UK, and Australia, and New Zealand as well. Even though they are geographically away from each other, but still they have the exact same culture. When you look at the dimensions, they share the same idea, same culture, same language, and same everything. In conclusion, you need to understand the culture in order to have a successful campaign. At that point, we should have had the time for a competition, but I don't think we do have it, right? No, okay. Thank you so much. And if you have questions for 1 or 2 minutes, I'm ready to answer.
All right, thank you very much. May we appreciate Dr. Mohammed. It's quite a challenge out there he has thrown out to Africa and from Kenya and Africa as a whole, that we can be able to, not short term, but we are able to get to become long-term oriented. Maybe in just one line, because I know the next speaker will be giving us a local perspective. What then should we do so that we are able to increase or embrace sports marketing in a broader level and also embrace our culture, that we are able then to make it work within our own, in our own culture and our own message that we want to drive out there?
On how it can fit between each country. It's not about who's better or who's worse or how we can change it. It's about how we can adapt our marketing strategy to the country itself.
Right. Thank you very much, Dr. Mohammed. I know he will still be with us for the next 3 days, and maybe we'll have some other time in a different plenary to come on board. But now let's connect what we have been challenged about the global perspective to a local perspective, and we'll be unpacking this in a local perspective through our next speaker, Mr. Bernard Ouma, a coach in the athletic scene. Let me tell you.
Oh, the signal that side. Sorry, the signal. Sorry, the signal is on my right. I thought it was direct on the screen. So, according to Statista, this is part of the data. The Kenya sports market is valued this year at 33.84 million. You see, it's very little if you look at it. If you look at the activities that we're doing, I think we should do more. So this is around the marketing that the previous speaker, Dr. Mohammed, was talking about. There are a number of diverse revenue streams, i.e. media, ticketing sales, merchandise, and growing local international interests. Remember, at the moment we are having Chan 2024, which is being held this year at Chan 2025. And if you look at the economic capacity of Kenya, and if we are owning Chan alone as a country independently, at the moment it's being co-hosted by 3 countries, Kenya, Uganda, and Republic of Tanzania. Will we maximize the gains? I don't think so. I doubt it. If you look at the ticketing trend, whether the stadium is getting full, are the hotels getting full? So if you look at it properly infrastructurally, we may be short in capacity to maximize the gains that will come with that one. That's why it's being held in the 3 countries. It would be much better if we have it together. Again, that revolves around marketing as well. And the value of 33.84 million for this year is still from the